Have you ever made a vision board and then not actually manifested any of the things on the vision board and or only manifested a few things on the vision board? I know that this is oftentimes the reality for a lot of people, and I don't want that to be your reality. So on today's episode of the No Bullshit Manifestation Show, we're going to be talking about the reality of vision boards and 5 things you should not do if you actually want to manifest those things on it. And I can promise you that number 5 is going to be the most important of all of them. So stick with me to the end of the podcast. What's up, and welcome to the No Bullshit Manifestation Show, the podcast that demystifies all of the nonsense that surrounds manifestation and gives you the tools that you need to create your happiest, healthiest, and wealthiest life. I'm your host, Kat Kozad, manifestation expert and life coach, and I am so happy that you're here. Let's fucking do this thing. So in complete honesty and transparency, 2023 was the first year that I ever created a vision board for myself, and I manifested every single thing on that vision board. And since 2024 has started, I have created my new vision board, as well as hosted a vision boarding party for the members inside of the Mindset and Manifestation Inner Circle, which is my low-cost membership community. And it's been so cool to see the visions that collectively this community of people has for themselves. The visions that I am seeing from people have been bigger and more abundant than ever before. And I know this is because the collective vibration of the world is elevating right now. And we are all realizing that there is even more abundance available to us than ever before. And for me, on a personal level, my 2024 vision is the biggest, most soul-aligned vision that I've had yet. And there is the most certainty and faith behind that vision that I will manifest every single aspect of it than ever before. I've never believed so deeply in the fact that I can and will manifest every single thing that I want this year. And on today's podcast episode, I want to share with you 5 things that I will not be doing and 5 things that I encourage you not to be doing if you actually want to manifest all of the things on your vision board. So, first things first, let's talk about the practical aspects of a vision board. I can imagine that if you're listening to this podcast episode, you already know what a vision board is. But just to clarify, a vision board is either a digital or physical copy of the vision that you have for yourself, for your life, and what you are wanting to create. So oftentimes people will put their financial goals on there, their travel goals on there, different places they want to stay, different things they want to do, the person that they're trying to manifest, so on and so forth. And the purpose of a vision board is to prime your subconscious mind to see those images, see the vision that you are creating for yourself and for your life, and make it normal. So what do I mean by this? What I mean is that if there is something that you are trying to manifest and it feels like this big lofty goal that is not normal to you, it's not a part of your physical reality, it's not something that you think you could experience, then it's going to be really challenging to manifest that thing. Vision boards help you build the bridge between where you are right now and having that reality, because it primes your subconscious mind. It puts this image of normalcy surrounding that vision. So having access to your vision board, such as hanging it on the wall that you look at every single morning when you wake up, or as your phone background, or as your computer background, or on your fridge, someplace that you actively and daily will see this thing, is really powerful for the subconscious mind, because the more you see something, the more it becomes normal to you. And I want you to think about that in other aspects of your life. Think about something that at one time was not normal to you. Perhaps it's the partner that you have now, or the job that you have now, or the city that you live in. That thing at one point was brand new to you. But the more that you are acquainted with it, the more that you experience it, the more it becomes normal to you. Those things that once had this big, lofty wonder around it now feel normal to you. And that's what you want to do with a vision board, is create normalcy around the vision that you have for yourself, because the more that it feels normal to you, the more that you are putting yourself into energetic alignment with it, and the more that you are priming your subconscious mind to understand that this is something that can and will be a part of your physical reality. And like I said, 2023 was actually the first year that I ever created a vision board. And in full honesty and transparency, the reason that 2023 was the first year that I made one is because I used to think that vision boards were a bunch of bullshit. I thought they were phony. I thought it was a very escapist way to say you were going to manifest the things that you wanted without actually taking any action on them. But now I see it as a valuable tool. It's not the actual thing that is going to make you manifest those things into your life, but it's a valuable tool to help in the process of priming and reprogramming your subconscious mind to become more acquainted with the vision that you have for yourself, which then helps you raise your vibration and therefore attract and manifest the things that you're wanting into your life. So with that being said, here are 5 things that I will not be doing because I actually want to manifest the things that are on my vision board. And I say that because obviously I can't tell you what to do, but as somebody who has manifested her unrealistic dreams year after year, from somebody who has manifested things that I thought were only ever possible in, say, 80 plus years of life in the past 4 years of life, I highly suggest that you listen. And I highly suggest that if you are doing any of these 5 things or multiple of these 5 things, that you check yourself, because the reality is that we cannot change what we are not willing to recognize, and we can't change what we're not willing to change. So come back to a place of being open and receptive. If you are not manifesting the things that you want into your life, there's absolutely no harm in trying to approach it from a different way than you are right now, because the reality is if you keep doing the same things and expecting different results, that's not going to get you what you want. So open your heart, open your mind, be open to receiving new information or information that you already know that you quote unquote should be doing, but you just aren't. One of the things that I pride myself on so much is the fact that if there's someone that is achieving at a higher level than I am or has the life that I desire to have, I am willing to listen to what they have to say. Always. Because at the end of the day, if I completely disagree with it, then that's okay. I don't have to take it. But ultimately, if somebody is making more money or feels more fulfilled or is manifesting what they want or has the partner of their dreams or whatever it may be, odds are they have some very valuable information for me to receive. And if I can be open to that, then that gives me the opportunity to shift my reality and make it more of what I want. So with that being said, first thing I will not be doing is doing it alone. Unfortunately, so many of us were given such harmful scripts growing up saying that you need to figure shit out on your own. But the reality is that we all have blind spots and we all have things that we do not know or do not have access to that other people do. I know without a shadow of a doubt that I would not be who I am today, where I am today, living the life that I am today, making the impact that I am making in the world if I had tried to have done this manifestation journey alone. I have had coaches, I have had mentors, I have had friendships, I have had connections, I have had so many things that have helped me get to where I am today. So if you want to manifest the things on your vision board, if you want to have, be, and do every single thing that you want to have, be, and do in this lifetime, do not do it alone. Doing it alone is a fast track to disappointment and potentially giving up on what it is that you actually want. So know that there are so many powerful resources out there, whether it be one of my resources or somebody else or some sort of connection that you know you need to make. But the reality of having some sort of support system of friends, mentors, coaches, etc., is that they help you learn and grow and expand beyond where you are right now. It is hard for us to grow on our own, especially when you're not changing your circumstances. You must change your circumstances in order for you to expand beyond where you are right now. And expanding beyond where you are right now is necessary if you want to manifest the things that you desire into your life. Because nothing changes if nothing changes. In order for things to change, you must change. And I firmly believe in learning from the person or the people that have the things that you want. So identify those people and go learn from them. Identify those people and go be a part of their energy. Identify those people and make them your support system, because that is what is going to help you not only manifest the things that you want, but also be the kind of person who naturally gets to have those things. One of the most powerful pieces of advice that I ever received at the beginning of starting my business was that who you are when you start is not going to be who you are when you succeed. Who you are when you start your manifestation journey is not going to be who you are when you have the things that you desire. You are going to change, and that change is necessary for you to actually get into vibrational alignment with receiving different and greater things than you have right now. And that transition of changing is damn hard when you do not have people to support you. Our brains are literally programmed to not change, because changing is stepping into the unknown, and the unknown is something that your brain and your body is literally wired to not do for survival. So recognize that, yes, okay, it's going to be uncomfortable, but if you can be in the environment of other people who've already done it, then you are setting yourself up for success to actually get what you want. So that is your first point. Do not do this alone. The second thing that I will not be doing is thinking that the divine has nothing to do with it. When I first started the No Bullshit Manifestation Show, I didn't really like to talk about my relationship to God or the universe, because I didn't want people to think that this was a quote unquote woo-woo show, or that I was discounted in what I was saying because I was incorporating spirituality into it. And I don't give a fuck about that anymore, because to deny the power that the divine, that God, that the universe has had and played in my life since the beginning of my manifestation journey would be an absolute disservice to all of you and to the divine itself. So what I am saying is that if you feel completely disconnected from God, from the universe, from source, from spirit, whatever it may be for you, I highly suggest that you work on strengthening that bond. The reason that you want to strengthen that bond is because we as humans, we can only do so much. And it would be so ignorant to think that there is not some sort of power, some sort of universal intelligence that is helping coordinate all things in our lives, helping coordinate our manifestations, the people that we are supposed to run into, the experiences that we're supposed to have, the signs that we are supposed to see that lead to that breakthrough, that lead to that opportunity, that lead to the millions, the billions, the things that you are supposed to experience in this lifetime. I'm a firm believer in the fact that your heart's desires are quite literally channeled messages from God, from the universe, from the divine, of what you are supposed to experience in this lifetime. And the closer that you can get to your faith, your spirituality, your connection to the divine in whatever way that may look like, the closer you get to those heart's desires, the more insight you receive on how to make those things a reality. The more people that you attract into your life to help you build the bridge between where you are right now and where you need to go to manifest those things. I know without a shadow of a doubt in my life, again, that without my connection to God, without my connection to the universe, I wouldn't have manifested half of the things that I have in my life right now. Would I have been able to hustle and force and make things happen? Yeah, probably. But I don't know about you, but that's not how I want to move and operate in my lifetime. And so therefore, building this connection with God, building this connection with the universe, listening to my intuition, channeling the divine messages and inspiration that comes to me allows me to move from the energy of flow, allows me to move from the energy of trust. And that, my friends, is one of the most powerful things that you can do for the manifestation process. Learn to strengthen the muscle of faith in your life. And I want to say that again, because I think that oftentimes people think of faith in a way that it's like, well, you either have it or you don't. You're either religious or you're not. You're either spiritual or you're not. Nope, not true at all. You can build this muscle. Just like going to the gym and putting the reps in, that builds muscle inside of your physical body. The same can be true for building your faith. Put the reps in and know that faith and muscles are only built when pressure is applied. So put yourself into the circumstance where you must call on the universe. You must call on God. You must call on the divine in order to make something your reality. This is a lot of the times when I'm teaching my clients, I talk about the ladder of believability. And the ladder of believability, for anybody who doesn't know, is climbing up the ladder to reach the top of your dream life, the things that you're wanting, the like highest, greatest goals that you have for yourself. But starting on this first peg, which is something that feels a little bit believable, but a bit of a stretch, something that God or the universe or the divine would have to help you within, and starting at that place, because that's how you can start to build this faith muscle. Putting yourself in the situation with your manifestations, with your goals, with the things that you're wanting to call into your reality, that it feels like a stretch. You would have to put your faith into the divine in order for you to actually receive that thing, and holding yourself in that vibration of faith, even and especially when it may not make sense to do so. That is the second thing that I will not be doing. I will not be discounting the role that the divine has in helping manifest every single thing that I want and that you want into your life. Third thing that I will not be doing is that I will not be trying to fit into a mold of what everyone else is doing, and I will be marching to the beat of my own drum. And what I mean by this is that there are so many resources out there online, in books, in webinars, in all of the different things that have a one-size-fits-all sort of approach. I no longer believe in the one-size-fits-all approach. I believe in listening to my own unique energy and responding to things based off of that. So one of the most powerful tools that I have discovered and really, really started to integrate into my life over the past year, honestly, even just over the past few months, that has helped with this so much, is human design. And for anybody who is brand new to the world of human design, has absolutely no clue what I am talking about, I highly suggest listening to the podcast episode that I did just a few weeks ago with my friend Tal about human design. But essentially, human design is your own unique energy blueprint. And we all have our own unique energy blueprint. And understanding your unique energy blueprint will change the game for you in terms of decision making, in terms of what feels good to you, in terms of the ways that you can use your energy for the most optimal result, so on and so forth. So like I said, I highly, highly suggest listening to the podcast episode that I did with my friend Tao on this. And you can find that link down below in the show notes if you need to or want to go listen to that podcast episode. But specifically for myself, just as a little bit of a debrief or understanding or whatever we want to call it on this, I specifically within human design am a 5-1 generator. And within my chart, that means for me that I experience intuition in my gut. I get very strong sacral responses when something is a yes for me and when something is a no for me. So instead of doing all of the things that I don't actually want to do or feel like sacral no's to me, like I have done in the past because I have been told otherwise, I am only listening to what my strong sacral yeses are, and disregarding or choosing and navigating how I can move away from the things that are sacral no's. And in addition to this, I'm following what is satisfying to me. Satisfaction for the generator type is what you want to move towards for your energy to be in the most harmonious space. Whereas the things that are frustrating to a generator are the things that are clear indicators from your energy that it is not in alignment and that there is a better or more supportive way to approach it. So this is what I mean by marching to the beat of my own drum and not trying to fit the mold. There's so many things, specifically like I'm speaking to in this very moment, because this is a little tangent for myself. Any business owners that feel as though they have had to show up on social media in a way that actually feels like you are dragging your nails across a chalkboard and you absolutely fucking hate it, but you think you have to do it because that's what you've been told by all of these gurus that you have to do. Blech, gross. Nope, done, out, not happening in 2024. And personally for me, I've been doing a lot of reconfiguring, a lot of re-understanding what my unique voice is, the way that I want to present myself, this new era of Kat Kozad and of the No Bullshit Manifestation Show, and of all of the things that I present online, and understanding that for yourself as well. If there's something that you are doing that literally is like, bleh, I fucking hate this thing, understand there's a better way to do it. You don't have to do it just because you've been told you have to. There is a different way to approach it. And the more that you can align with your energy type and what feels best and most supportive to you, the more you're actually going to want to do it, which then helps you produce that energy of abundance, projects that energy of abundance into what you are doing versus the energy of fear, scarcity, lack. And this is something I talk about on the podcast all of the time. You're going to hear me say it again right now. It's not so much the action that you take, but the energy behind the action. If you are doing things from this energy of, I need to, I have to, I must do because I must fit this mold, or I must do this thing, or this is what I've been told I have to do in order to achieve this thing, and you really fucking hate the energy behind it, then stop doing that thing. Stop. That energy is projecting fear, scarcity, lack, all of those low vibrational energies into what you are doing and not producing the result that you want. Versus being able to find or create the approach that feels juicy to you, that feels delicious, that feels abundant. That's then going to project the energy of abundance into what you are doing, and that is going to help you manifest the result that you want. So stop trying to fit into the mold of what everyone else is doing and start marching to the beat of your own drum. Figure out what your energy blueprint is and understand how you can implement that into your life. Fourth thing that I will not be doing is being complacent. So, two things on this. There's a massive, massive, massive misconception in the world of manifestation that you do not need to take any action in order to receive what it is that you desire in your life. That is not true. While there is the universal law of attraction, there is also the universal law of inspired action. And the universal law of inspired action essentially states that you must take action in order to receive what it is that you desire. Now, this doesn't mean forcing. This doesn't mean hustling. This doesn't mean pushing in a way that feels inauthentic to you, but this does mean action. Massive results are a byproduct of massive action. This can mean taking a leap of faith, choosing to invest in yourself, work with a coach, join a membership group, go back to school, move to the city of your dreams, whatever it may be. This can be diving deeper into the inner work, taking a deeper internal look, digging out all of the shit that has been holding you back. This can be showing up as the version of yourself who already has what you want here and now before it is a part of your physical reality. But I will say it again, massive results are a byproduct of massive action. This is an energy exchange. You cannot and would not expect to put just a teeny bit of energy into something and receive back every single thing you've ever wanted in your entire life, because that's not how an energy exchange works. We, in an energy exchange, are putting out some sort of energy and expecting back equal or greater value. So this means that if you want to manifest every single thing on your vision board, then you want to put more value out into the universe. You want to show up with the kind of energy that will allow you to attract back the things that you really desire into your life. And I want you to look at those things that you desire and be very honest with yourself and ask yourself the question, am I putting out the kind of energy into the universe right now that actually would and can receive back the result that I am wanting? And if the answer is no, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's no shame, there's no blame, but instead just recognize that this is really important to note if you are wanting to create the change. Again, taking it back to what we were talking about earlier, nothing changes if nothing changes. You must be willing to put in some sort of action, whether that be external or internal, to manifest the things that you desire into your life. And the other aspect of not being complacent is that once you get the things that you want, not stopping there. Oftentimes, and this is something that I've been guilty of in the past, is that once I had received the manifestations, received the things that I had wanted, I stopped doing all of the things that got me there in the first place. That's not the vibe. If you're wanting long-lasting and sustainable results inside of your manifestations. And one way that you can combat this is by getting more satisfaction out of being the kind of person who receives those kinds of things than receiving those things in the first place. I believe that, and this is something I talked about in a prior podcast episode about 7 reasons why you should get rich, who you become in the process of manifesting the things that you want is so much more valuable than receiving those things that you want. Yes, those things are awesome, but the kind of person that you become in the process of making those things a reality is so much better. So don't be complacent. Keep going, keep moving forward, keep putting the energy and effort into becoming the highest and greatest version of yourself, because that right there in and of itself will always help you manifest every single thing that you want and not have this crash and burn effect of, okay, I got these things, but now I don't because I stopped putting in the energy and effort for them. And the 5th and final thing, like I said, this is definitely the most important of this entire list, and something that some of y'all may not like, but some of y'all may love, is that you have to stop seeing working as a bad thing. And I know this is unpopular in the world of manifestation because there are so many resources out there that will tell you that you don't have to lift a finger, you don't have to work, all it is in your mind, so on and so forth. That may be true for some people. I've yet to actually see it, truthfully actually see it. And we as humans would feel absolutely no fulfillment whatsoever if we didn't have to work towards something. So changing your perspective of work, changing your definition of what working means is a game changer for you actually manifesting the things on your vision board and what you want into your life. Because if you see working towards something as bad or wrong or hard or negative, then you aren't going to want to put in the energy and effort that is necessary for you to receive that thing. But if you can see working as a gift, if you can see it as a purpose, if you can see it as something that brings so much value and so much purpose into your life, then that is where you start to win this game. And I don't mean working like literally checking into work, clocking in, sitting down at your cubicle, or doing whatever it is that you do. I mean working in any sort of capacity. I mean putting in the energy and effort to receive what it is that you want. So, for example, if we're talking about money manifestation, putting in the work to receive that money, changing your belief system surrounding money, healing your past relationship with money, creating a new supportive belief system and embodying that new supportive belief system, doing the work to reprogram your subconscious mind, putting in the consistency to make this new belief system your reality, aligning your actions and your behaviors of those that are wealthy. That's the kind of work that I am talking about. If you see that work as hard, or if you see that work as bad or wrong or negative or something that leaves a bad taste in your mouth, then the unfortunate news is that you're probably not going to manifest the things that you want into your life. But if you can change your relationship with working, if you can see working as a gift, then you will absolutely manifest every single thing that you want. People always ask me, how much do you work? And I never know how to answer that question, because when we're talking about actual hours spent inside of the business, we're looking at anywhere between 20 to 40 hours in a week, because I love what I do. I want to show up. I want to provide value. I want to make sure that you understand how to manifest your best life. And I couldn't do that if I wasn't working. And me working isn't a bad or a wrong thing. There's been such a weird narrative shift in the past few years, basically since the pandemic, where it's like people just want to be lazy. If we're being completely honest, like people want to be lazy. And there's a time and a place to be lazy. Y'all want to see me on Saturday morning? Lazy. Love it. Y'all want to see me on a Thursday morning sometimes when I am feeling like I need some time to relax and reset and not do anything? Lazy. Love it. But ultimately, if your one and only goal is to be lazy and not have to put any work in, then unfortunately, you probably aren't going to manifest what you want into your life. But working for something, choosing to show up, put in the energy, put in the effort, put yourself, your heart, your soul into something, that doesn't mean it's bad or it's wrong or it's negative. And it also doesn't mean that you have to hustle and force and sacrifice and compromise and all of these things that are attached to the word work into your life. No, redefine what working means for you. Working for me is an absolute gift. I feel so much fulfillment by being able to work. And that's not just in my business, that's on my vibration. That's in my friendships. That's in the way that I carry myself on a day-to-day basis. That's in the consistency that I show myself, because I love myself and I love my life and I want to be able to continue to expand. That's what working means to me. So redefine what working means to you so that you're actually able to then put in the energy and effort that will equate to you manifesting what you want into your life and manifesting all of the things off of your vision board. So there you have it. Those are the 5 things that I will not be doing this year to manifest what I want into my life. And just to recap those really quick is I won't be doing it alone. I won't be disregarding the role that the divine plays in this process. I will not be trying to fit into the mold of what everyone else is doing, and I will be marching to the beat of my own drum. I'm not going to be complacent about it, and I'm not going to think that working is a bad thing. Those are the 5 things that I highly suggest that you do not do either if you want to manifest what you want into your life. But what I do suggest, if you want to manifest your vision board this year, is that you join the Mindset and Manifestation Inner Circle. This is my low-cost membership community that now has over 50 members in it and is such an incredible, highly engaged community with thousands of dollars worth of resources for only $27 a month. So if you're wanting to learn how to manifest your best life in 2024 and be supported by a community of other people who are on the same sort of journey, click the link down below in the show notes to join us. But that is all that I have for you on today's podcast episode. I am sending you all of my love, and I will chat with you on the next one. Hey, real quick before you go, I have something for you. If you are loving the No Bullshit Manifestation Show and you're always wanting to expand and calibrate your nervous system for greater levels of wealth, then I've created the perfect nervous system expansion meditation for you. This meditation will take you through the process that I use to start to call in greater levels of wealth into my life and calibrate your nervous system for more money moving forward. All you have to do to claim this meditation is leave a review for the No Bullshit Manifestation Show on Apple Podcasts and or Spotify. Take a screenshot of your review and send it to me via email, which is hello@katkozad.com. Once I get your email with the screenshot of the review, I will send you the link to claim your nervous system expansion meditation for money manifestation. You can also find these instructions down below in the show notes. But with that, that's all that I have for you, and I am sending you my love. I'll chat with you on the next podcast.